This is ABC 7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. A day of national celebration turning into a day of mind-numbing horror in France. A truck plowing into a crowd of innocent bystanders watching fireworks in the French Riviera, the city of Nice. Tonight, the city is on lockdown as the death toll rises. The French president addressed the nation. And now we are going to go live to ABC's Ray Ramundi, who is live in New York with the latest on this attack. Ray.
Good evening. And French authorities at this hour are confirming that 80 people have been killed, and that number could likely change. The carnage happening on France's National Day, and late tonight, the French president addressing his nation saying the nature of this terrorist attack cannot be denied.
People running for their lives in Nice, running away from mayhem on the promenade of this French resort city. Thousands of people enjoyed a night out on the national holiday Bastille Day when a truck driver slammed his vehicle into crowds of people.
The truck drove through all the security, and we were hearing guns being shot and everyone trying to take shelter.
Witnesses describe an apocalyptic scene.
I heard loud noises and people started screaming and shots being fired up in the air.
The truck reportedly plowed into people for over 1 mile before police managed to engage the driver. They fired shots into the truck. The windshield was riddled with bullets. The driver was killed. Police say the truck was loaded with arms and grenades. The city of Nice immediately put in place its anti-terror protocol, advising everybody to shelter in place. The French president and prime minister met in an emergency session in Paris. The Paris prosecutor's office has opened an investigation for, quote, murder, attempted murder, and an organized group linked to a terrorist enterprise.
This attack happening right as France was breathing a sigh of relief from terror. The French president says he was just about to release the state of emergency that's been on the country. Tonight, that state of emergency has been extended 3 more months. Ray Ramundi, ABC News, New York. Back to you.
Thank you, Ray. And back on the Suncoast, we're learning more about why the Sarasota Police Department canceled a community conversation with the NAACP last night. ABC 7's Ray Collins was at a police press conference this afternoon and has more on this story tonight. Ray.
Haley, last night they said it was just logistics why it was canceled. But now police admit the discussion about violence was postponed due to stolen weapons.
The whole church, 1,000 rounds, everybody in the church could have been killed or injured.
Sarasota Police Chief Bernadette DePino can now reveal why she canceled Wednesday night's meeting with the NAACP.
Is that yesterday, during the day, we had 2 burglaries that were quite concerning to me. In both of the burglaries, weapons were stolen.
DePino says burglars stole an AK-47, 2 40-round magazines, and 1,000 rounds of ammunition from this house on Old Bradenton Road. And later in the day, thieves broke into this house on 6th Street and stole a semi-automatic rifle and 700 bullets.
We don't know at this time.
The chief isn't sure the 2 events are related, but she is sure of one thing, a disturbing recent trend of gun thefts prior to rallies, protests, and events like the one planned in Newtown.
That anytime there are protests and rallies, there are individuals that are taking opportunities to break into gun stores and or homes to take weapons and potentially use against law enforcement.
Make no mistake, the chief says she has no second thoughts about canceling the meeting, and the leader of the Newtown Nation agrees.
I think she made a good decision, knowing that those rifles could have killed all of us.
I couldn't feel comfortable knowing that an AK-47 with 1,000 rounds was on our streets in a close proximity to where the meeting was to take place.
Well, that meeting is now set for Monday, July 25th at the Taylor Community Center in Newtown. That is if the guns are indeed found, Haley.
And Ray, you say they have a strong lead on suspects.
Yeah, the chief says strong leads in one of the cases, and despite the 2 very similar thefts yesterday, she believes right now those 2 cases are not related.
All right, updates to come. Thank you, Ray. A follow-up now on a fiery crash that shut down the Sunshine Skyway Bridge for hours. FDOT says it will take weeks to repair the damage caused by Tuesday's tanker truck fire. The truck had a tire blowout. It hit the wall and caught fire on the southbound side of the bridge, spilling 4,000 gallons of diesel fuel. The fire caused an expansion joint on the bridge to burn. Crews still need to install a replacement joint, which will take about 3 weeks. An inspection showed the rest of the bridge is safe, although there is minor damage on the concrete from the heat. Switching gears now, the summer heat has felt especially hot recently, and it could be a preview of years to come. According to NOAA, the month of June was the warmest on record in the United States. A recent study from Climate Central claims several Florida cities, including Sarasota, will see an increase in 100-degree days in the coming years. Physicians warn the combination of heat and humidity can put the body in overdrive.
Because it is Florida and it is so hot, we try to do like an activity outside, then an activity inside, or an activity at the pool, just so they get that fluctuation.
We see some pretty good traffic right at the heat of the day at about 3 o'clock, so I think people are looking for a break earlier, so we're seeing a rush earlier than normal.
To avoid heat illness, schedule 15-minute breaks every hour and double the recommended 1.5-liter serving of water per day. We'll head over to Bob, get a check on this heat.
Our June, by the way, was just slightly above average as far as that goes. But the last couple of weeks, we've had that west wind, and that did not allow for storms to develop in the afternoon and evening to cool us down. But they have done so over the past several days. That's a good sign. 78 degrees right now, and the dew point is at 73. The humidity, 84%. Winds out of the east-southeast at 5, making it feel a little bit more comfortable out there. And as far as the radar picture goes, some lightning strikes well offshore and to our north. Nothing going on around right now, and it should stay dry here through the overnight hours as all the rain is now well to the north and west of our particular area. We'll have much more on the forecast as we take a look at the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. A proposed parking garage on Old Main Street in Bradenton is moving forward. City officials believe the 400-space paid parking garage would be the best solution to the area's parking problem. A big portion of the parking lot next to City Hall would be transformed into the garage, while the rest would remain as metered parking. And just like the new garage in downtown Sarasota on State Street, it could also feature retail space on the bottom floor.
We know that we have a new hotel coming on, of which we've need some parking associated with that, as well as the expansion of the museum, expansion of the marina.
Construction is always a hassle, but then again, that's part of any growth that goes on in the community. So if it's for the better of the community and it helps us out, I'm fine with that.
The City Council is expected to vote on this within the next 60 days. Construction would get underway this fall and be complete by next fall. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, Donald Trump delays a big announcement after today's attacks in France. And we'll tell you who is in the running to become Hillary Clinton's running mate.
Need new windows? Buy direct from the factory. New South Window is having a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 4 windows, save 25%. Buy 6 windows, save 30%. Buy 8 or more windows and save 35%. How? Because New South owns the factory and you cut out the middleman. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows and doors installed with a lifetime warranty. New South Windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com or call now.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, it's all about getting more for your money.
more years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. Stop by to see our new state-of-the-art showroom today, and you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet, a new 2016 Subaru Forester, for just $229 a month. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
Well, Bob, we, again, like every day, we've been hearing around that 5 o'clock rumble of thunder, and some areas worse than others.
A little earlier today, 3 o'clock down in Inglewood, also in Northport and Port Charlotte. Tomorrow, and not as many storms, as some drier air is going to move in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. So a little bit different each and every day, but still those afternoon storms have been around for the past 3 days, and that has cooled things down quite nicely in the evening and has also created some beautiful shots sent in to pics at mysuncoast.com. This one from Venice Beach. Susan getting this and sending it in to PIX at mysuncoast.com. And a beautiful shot here from Anna Maria, looking further off to the north. And this is at Bimini Bay, and you can see the waves kicking up there a little bit as some storms approach, but then skies cleared out for the most part right at the end, causing another nice sunset here along the Suncoast. And Titan radar picture showing most of the activity now well to the north and west of us as it continues to move away from the coast and dissipate out there in the Gulf of Mexico. A few showers still near the Big Bend area and just north of Tampa Bay, Spring Hill getting some rainfall. And then south of Sanibel, a few showers down there as well, pushing off to the west. Rainfall totals were pretty impressive in some areas. I mentioned in Inglewood up to nearly 2 inches of rain there, and as well as the places to the east of I-75. 78 right now. The dew point is at 73, and that's fairly typical for this time of year. Last week and the week prior to that, we had those high dew points in the upper 70s. That makes a really big difference when it feels like temperatures into the upper 80s to low 90s at this hour, so not a problem right now. 93 the high today, above average of 90. The record high 96 set back in 1964. And as far as the rainfall goes, really had 0.02 of an inch of rain at the Sarasota-Braden Airport this evening, just after they dumped the rain bucket there. 75 degrees in Jacksonville, now 78 in Orlando, and 84 in Miami, 85 degrees into Key West, and temperatures around the area all into the upper 70s to low 80s right now. 77 in Punta Gorda, 79 Mayaca City, and 80 degrees in Avon Park, the same in Bradenton. Well, you can see the Caribbean pretty quiet, void of any kind of significant storm system right now. We have an upper level low spinning right here, and it is starting to bring some of this drier air into South Florida. This will entrain into our area, I think, tomorrow afternoon. So we'll still see some storms late in the afternoon. It looks like in the evening. Some of those could be isolated strong storms, but for the most part, not as many as we've had over the past couple of days. And then really, if this holds together and moves in this dry air, by Monday and Tuesday, our rain chances will lessen even a little bit more so, I think. As far as the futurecast goes, we start off with sunshine tomorrow, and then a few isolated showers and storms popping up and pushing on through. And then it looks like Saturday, similar conditions, although still a little bit of dry air around, but a little bit more moisture than we'll see on Friday. So showers and storms will be in the forecast on through Sunday as well. For temperatures right now, it's pretty warm in Philadelphia, 85 degrees there, 78 now in New York, 87 in Salt Lake City, and 63 at Bismarck, and Dallas now at 88, 107 still at this hour into Phoenix, and Atlanta now checking in at 83 degrees. Well, for boaters, things check in like this. Winds out of the southeast to south at 5 to 10 knots. And then seas will still stay around 2 feet or less with a light chop in the bays and inland waters. The water temperature has gone down 1 degree. It's at 89 degrees. And the forecast looks like this for the remainder of the night. And tides upcoming 242 and that's a low tide. High tide will be at 8:42. The forecast, a few evening storms out in the Gulf, winding down. Low temperatures mid-70s. And then for tomorrow, look for not as many storms due to that mid-level drying, but still will be a few around. It's hard to stop storms this time of year when you get a little southeast flow. And then the extended forecast is calling for less of a chance for rain on Monday and Tuesday. There'll still be a few around over the weekend. High temperatures staying in the low 90s. Well, this past week, Captain Johnny got to take his great-granddaughter fishing for the first time, and it was a success. The familiar motto, take a kid fishing because one day they may take you, is a common occurrence with Captain Johnny Walker. Meet Kinsley, the captain's 3-year-old great-granddaughter, who is all decked out and ready to go with her Peppa Pig hat and matching Crocs. It doesn't take much to keep her entertained, as she, along with many other kids her age, love to see the bait. Using one of these threadfin on a circle hook and drifting over the grass flats, this pretty little girl is getting her done.
Reel, you got one. Turn it. Oh boy. Turn it fast, come on. Keep it.
Her first time out, and she catches the first one. It must be in her jeans.
You caught a fish. Oh!
He's flopping. He is flopping,
isn't he?
Keeping it in the family, Kinsley's Uncle Trey brings in this nice size speckled sea trout.
Yeah, Trey's right.
Got the big one?
Yeah, he's got the biggest one.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
He swallowed it.
But with Mom Hannah lending a helping hand, it was Kinsley who was grabbing the headlines in this day.
That's a big one. We're in the boat.
Wow, Kinsley, you're doing great.
Becoming an expert angler real quick, she even gave some advice to her mom.
Mama got a big one, Bob.
Whoa.
That trout. Holy cow.
And this little girl kept bringing in the big ones on this day as she hooks up yet once again.
Oh, snapper for Kinsley on her first day fishing with Papa. Hey, remember, take a kid fishing like I'm doing today, because someday they may take you.
John's got a lot of trips planned for him later on in life, I think. He's taking a lot of kids out there. Here, look at this. Talking about big fish, this is JT the Fly Guy. Jay Tinsky, a 29-inch snook. And a lot of people are catching these on the beaches. Huge one there. And then this one, Houston Miller, a little bit bigger, 35-inch snook. You have to release them. This is not the time to keep them. But then Trey Dietz, 38.5. You get the picture. They're getting bigger each time. And this was some night fishing. That's the first one he's ever caught on a fly. And that was a good catch right there. And then Steve from Beach Adventures gets the biggest prize there, 40-inch snook. Along the beach. That thing is huge. And he runs Beach Adventures and teaches people how to catch fish right on the beach.
Right there on the beach. You don't
right
have to go out on the boat. That's
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out there one of these days with him, I promise.
Okay, I would like to see that. And Kinsley, she's adorable.
Isn't
with
it?
her
The
little
outfit,
sunglasses.
the outfit
Was perfect.
She had a great time.
She sure did. Thank you, Bob. Donald Trump is postponing his official announcement to name his pick for vice president. He tweeted that he is doing so, quote, in light of the horrible attack in Nice, France. We're told Trump called Indiana Governor Mike Pence this afternoon and offered him the VP spot. Pence reportedly accepted the offer. Trump was expected to formally reveal his choice for vice president Friday morning in New York. Also today, Hillary Clinton is saying that she will pick a, quote, very qualified running mate. The former Secretary of State was on Capitol Hill today for a lunch with Democratic senators, including several she could be considering as her VP pick. They include Senators Sherrod Brown, Tim Kaine, Elizabeth Warren, and Cory Booker. And a reminder that ABC 7 will have special coverage of both the Republican and Democratic national conventions. ABC 7's Ray Collins and Alan Cohn will be in Cleveland next week for the Republican National Convention. Then the following week, it is the Democratic National Convention. Myself, along with Adam Cellini and Alan Cohn, will be in Philadelphia to bring you all of the latest developments. President Obama took part in a national conversation tonight on race during a town hall moderated by ABC's David Muir. A difficult conversation taking place in communities across America. In Washington, President Obama spoke to many who have personally been affected by what they feel is a divide. And President Obama says he's also familiar with the issue.
Walking into the elevator, and there was a woman who I thought knew me, and as soon as I walked on, and she lived on my grandparents' floor. When I walked on, she got off.
It's not new.
The national discussion is already taking place in many ways. Last night, the biggest names in sports called for action at the ESPY Awards. And First Lady Michelle Obama hosted a room full of kid chefs at the White House today for the annual Kids State Dinner. 56 young culinary artists joined the First Lady for lunch after winning the annual Healthy Lunchtime Challenge. For a fifth year, kids across the country were encouraged to create original, healthy, affordable, and delicious lunch recipes. This year's challenge encouraged young cooks to show some homegrown pride by including local ingredients in their recipes. Very cool event. Sports is next. Stay with us.
From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in. Tune in to Animal Outtakes to find out what they have to say.
Come uncork your inner artist at Painting with a Twist. Bring your favorite bottle of wine and appetizers and enjoy an evening out with friends to celebrate any special occasion. It's perfect for a girls' night out, birthday parties, or a fun date night. Painting with a Twist offers 2 or 3 hour classes that are instructed by local artists, and there is no experience required. We now have 2 convenient locations in Sarasota and Bradenton. Visit our website to view our calendar and schedule your next party today.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Dog days of summer got you down? Beat the heat with huge summer savings during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. You'll feel cooler than ever when you drive away in a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999, or take home a stylish new Jeep Renegade for just $18,599. How about a new 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $14,999? Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things she loves to do. It should just mean, well, finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal care, housekeeping, and of course, meal preparation.
Oh, that smells so good. Oh, and it tastes good too.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Now, sports.
The Rays' Kevin Kiermaier is back on the field tonight, a big step following his injury. Last night's game between the Charlotte Stone Crabs and Lakeland Flying Tigers was rained out, but Kiermaier made it back out on the field this afternoon. It was all part of a doubleheader in Port Charlotte. The outfielder had been out since late May after breaking his left hand. In Game 1, Kiermaier went 1-2 with a double and a run scored plus a walk.
Playing in front of fans again on a in a stadium felt great. And was glad to see. Made some good contact there today. Well, my first at bat.
The Stone Crabs won Game 1 against the Lakeland Flying Tigers 4-0. Kiermaier is expected to rejoin the big league squad soon. Kids came out to Ed Smith Stadium today to get some professional baseball training. The Baltimore Orioles hosted a youth baseball clinic for the Manatee YMCA Lakewood Ranch branch. Boys and girls received hitting, pitching, base running, and fielding instruction from Orioles minor league players. About 200 kids practiced on the backfields, then moved over to the main field to watch the Gulf Coast League Orioles against the Gulf Coast Twins.
I think it's really important that the Orioles demonstrate to the community that we're here on a year-round basis. It's not just during spring training.
The clinic is part of the Sarasota 365 series. The Baltimore Orioles and Orioles Reach demonstrate the club's year-round engagement with the Sarasota community. Today's play of the day comes to us from the first round of the Open Golf Championship in Scotland. Russell Knox shoots it a bit too far, but it curves at the end. Miguel Jimenez isn't too far behind. He shows that he can do it as well. An eagle for Jimenez. A great day for golfers at the Royal Troon Golf Course. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Looks like we're getting another new neighbor.
Now you could be the millionaire next door. Play Monopoly Florida Edition scratch-off games with a top prize of $5 million. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
We are delighted to have Dr. Kaminsky join our team at the Tottoli Cancer Center.
I'm a radiation oncologist. I was at the National Institutes of Health, most recently at the Medical College of Georgia, specialized in central nervous system cancers, prostate cancers, and other types. At the Tottoli Cancer Center, we have a level of technology that is second to none.
He has a great wealth of knowledge and shares the same passion that we have for patient care.
My family and I are happy to be here in Sarasota and I'm excited to treat our patients here at the Tottoli Cancer Center.
Ken Pridgeon has been painting portraits of fallen soldiers for 6 years. This week, he's finishing up a portrait of the 5 officers killed in Dallas. He says he wants to help keep their story and their memories alive. This portrait will be delivered to Dallas and accompanied by the Patriot Guard. Prints will be given to the families of those 5 fallen officers. And I just want to wish a very happy birthday to my mom. And I know she's one of our very frequent, maybe only streaming viewers. So I'm sure she's out there watching from Atlanta tonight. So Mom, happy birthday. Love you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being our fans, me and Bob's fans.
I throw Atlanta in there every once in a while because I know
she's
she's
because
watching.
you know she's watching. She loves it. She's, as Bob said about Atlanta, she
happy
loves
birthday.
it. And a belated birthday to our producer, Erica, who's filling in tonight. It was her birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Erica.
A lot of birthdays around.
A lot of birthdays.
She's going to give you more time now from now on. Take it. Anyway, happy birthday, Erica, as well. We are looking at the isolated showers tomorrow afternoon. Not as many. They'll still be around. It's hard to stop them with temperatures in the low 90s and a little southeast wind and just a little drier air. But it looks like a better chance for showers and storms as we move into midweek next week. Better chance for
I like them because like tonight felt great out there.
It
Wonderful.
is nice out there, absolutely.
It makes a big difference. Hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and we will see you back here tomorrow for Friday. Almost the weekend. Yay.